Coach K did not say this in the clip, and he didn't even say this. Drake helped put Migos on the map. He didn't say that. On today's episode of This Gotta Be the Dumbest I Ever Heard, we got people claiming that Drake put the Migos on, okay? So firstly, we gotta get down to word definitions. What do you mean by put on? To most of us out there, putting somebody on, putting it on means that you gave them an opportunity that they otherwise would not have had. Like Kendrick Lamar put on Baby King. Now, if you're using the word put on to mean Drake helped popularize Migos or Drake helped bring Migos mainstream, then sure, you can distort the word put on to mean that, and you can be right. But then I would ask you, why are you using that word that way? Because that's not what it means.
Past Drake come over straight up. He said, "Coach," he said, "This your group?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I've been listening to their mixtape every day. It just came out Tuesday. This is Saturday." But he quoted lyrics from one of the songs.
So he wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying. He said some shit. I was like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? And then like a few days later, because we exchanged numbers and shit, a few days later, he texted and was like, "Send me one of them records. I want to get on it." And we sent him 2 songs. And probably a few days later, he sent the verse back from Versace.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And it was so dope. He's, big ups to Drake. Drake is that's
family,
our partner.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Drake told us straight up he had just launched OVO, his radio show. He was like, "Let me put it out." You know what I'm saying? Because at the time it was a big platform. He said, "Let me put it out on my platform," and we said, "Go ahead," and he put it out.
Okay, so that's Coach K, that's QCP. I don't know why this guy took this clip and then made it mean this. Drake put the Migos on and brought Atlanta rap scene back to life. That is not what Coach K said at all. That's not what he said at all. He also didn't say Drake, like it's quoted right here, but in this clip, it doesn't say that Drake helped put Migos on the map. He never said that in this clip. We just watched it. You know, I had to chime in, come with the facts, you know what I mean?
Facts!
This is easily debunked by QCP himself. This is an article from, I'm sure you can type the words into Google from the article and the article will come up. This is from 10 years ago. I'll just always save the picture because I always have to remind people of this. He being QCP, he talks about how good it feels to have proven all the people who said Versace had only become a hit because Drake added a verse to the remix. It wasn't because of Drake, QCP says. In fact, he adds, he's not even sure that Drake ended up helping that much, especially since Drake's label never gave QC the clearance to sell the song on iTunes. It was a gift and a curse. Sometimes I wish he had never jumped on it. It was gonna blow without him.
Facts!
Enough said, right? So there's stuff to really de-layer in here. There's stuff that we really gotta, talk about here. But the fact that Drake came to Coach K and was quoting Migos lyrics and knew about their mixtape back then tells you that Drake did not put them on. They were already on. They were already full steam. I remember seeing Migos on the front page of World Star Hip Hop way before Versace came out. Migos were already taking over Atlanta. They were spreading across the South like wildfire. They were on front page of mixtape sites. You know the significance of being on the front page of a mixtape site back then if you were there. Drake did not put them on. Like, it's wild to say that. That's like saying Drake put The Weeknd on because The Weeknd was on Drake's Take Care album. Did Drake help popularize The Weeknd? Sure. Any feature you do can help popularize you, even if you're bigger than the artist you're featuring with, because it popularizes you to an underground crowd. Even if it's only 100 people, 1,000 people, that's 1,000 people who are not in your fan base before, who now are, right? But that's like saying Drake put The Weeknd on, but no, Weeknd was already a viral singer. He had already had the House of Balloons mixtape, the Thursday mixtape, the Echoes of Silence mixtape. We were already raving about his voice. He didn't have a hit on the radio at the time, but he was still The Weeknd. That's why Drake put him on the Take Care album. That's like saying Drake put Kendrick Lamar on because Drake put Kendrick on the Take Care album and tour. No, he was already Kendrick Lamar, bro. You just jumped on a wave. You know what I mean? He's not sure Drake ended up helping much because Drake's label never gave QC clearance to sell the song on iTunes. So this is QC's song, Versace by Migos. Drake jumped on the feature and his team never gave QC, the label, according to QCP, clearance to sell the song on iTunes. So it's their song and they can't even profit on it. He said, I wish he never jumped on it. The record was already moving. It was gonna blow it out of him. The record was like, if Versace was a stock, right? It was like this. It was trending upwards. Yeah. Okay. So Drake jumped on it. You can't deny he helped popularize the song. A lot of us have never even heard the original version of Versace. Drake jumped on it. It goes like this. Boom. It's like, steep. But had Drake not jumped on it, it still would have done what it does. They would have made more money on the song. So this whole, I don't know what's up with Drake, some Drake fans. Coach K did not say this in the clip, and he didn't even say this. Drake helped put Migos on the map. He didn't say that. So I don't know why that's quoted like that. But no, Drake did not put the Migos on. Again, we gonna have to talk word definition. What do you mean by put on? To most of us out there, put on means that they gave you an opportunity you wouldn't have normally had. You are where you are largely because of them. No, Drake did not put the Migos on. The Migos were already trending uppers. They were hot. They were a huge Atlanta rap act. They were a huge underground group. They were on the viral websites. Their mixtape was moving. That's how Drake knew them to begin with. Drake knew them to begin with because he had heard about them. They were bubbling so much, it went all the way to Drake. Come on, man. There are plenty of things that Drake has done in the rap game that's good. You don't have to give him shit that he didn't actually do. Like, you don't have to attribute this to them. The Migos were the Migos. They were going to be the Migos without Drake, so stop it.